The urologist destroyed this man's penis, all because he inserted a device that never, ever should have been used. You want to know what this is about? Come join me for a moment as I share with you some remarkable information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial lawyer practicing law here in the state of New York. This gentleman was having a problem urinating, and now he was having difficulty urinating. His urologist did a procedure known as a cold knife urethrotomy, which means he takes a knife and with no anesthesia, he actually opens up the strictures, the adhesions, the scar tissue within his urethra that allows the urine to flow out of the penis. Well, he tried doing this not once, but twice. And finally he said, you know what? I've got this procedure we can do in the hospital. You'll be under anesthesia and it will work. And so this gentleman said, fine, let's do it. During this procedure, the urologist inserted a stent. It's a wire mesh stent. It's really spring-loaded. So you insert it, it's tightly coiled. Now you put it into place, and the whole idea is when it opens up, it now allows the free flow of urine so that the scar tissue doesn't fold down and close up the opening, which now creates difficulty for the urine to flow out. So he put in the stent. But at the same time, he decided, you know what? I'm going to put in 2 stents back to back because I think this is where it's supposed to go and I think this is proper. So now, shortly after the procedure is over, this young man, he was 37 years old, started to have pain every single time that he would get an erection. Every morning when he would get up to go to the bathroom, he would have excruciating pain. And he kept asking the doctor, why am I having this pain? And he said, it's normal, it's post-operative pain, don't worry about it. And well, guess what? This pain went on and on. It got so bad to the point where this gentleman, every time he woke up, every time he had an erection, he was in such horrible, horrible pain that a number of times he actually went to his doctor and said, listen, I'm contemplating committing suicide. The pain is so horrible. This is so bad. I can't live with this pain. So finally the doctor said, you know what? Let's go in, let's try and move those stents. Well, that's exactly what he tried to do, but by that point, the inside lining of the tissues of the urethra had already grown over this stent, which is exactly what it was designed to do. But that meant that you can't simply reach in there with an instrument and try and pull it and move it away. Because what he did in that instance, he tore apart all the tissues inside his penis, inside the urethra, as he attempted to move it and mobilize it to a different location within the urethra. This young man needed to have urological reconstructive surgery that lasted for 1.5 years. And during the time that this was healing, he had to have what's called a urinary diversion, which means the urine had to come out somewhere. And so his new surgeon had to create an opening between his anus and his testicles that allowed him to urinate every single time. It turned out that this original urologist never, ever should have put these stents into a young man. You know why not? Because the studies showed that the only type of person that should get this stent is an elderly person who no longer has the ability to have sexual relations and gets an erection. But this is a young man, 37 years old. This doctor should have known that. And because he didn't, he violated the basic standards of medical care and unfortunately caused significant and permanent harm to this young man. So why do I share this great information with you? I share it with you just to give you an insight and an understanding into one case where I was able to help a gentleman obtain compensation as a result of the harms he suffered because of a doctor's carelessness. You know, I recognize you've got questions or concerns about your own particular matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you've got legal questions, what I encourage you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, this is something I do every single day and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.